Your brand is so much more than your logo and your colors. Your brand is also the story on how you deliver on your promise. As believers, we also have an extra obligation to ensure what we say is the truth and be sure that we're honoring God and glorifying Him in all that we say and do. Competitive analysis is one of my favorite parts of a brand exercise. It allows a company to look at what they're saying makes them unique and see if it truly is unique. The way to do this is you want to look at 5 to 10 of your competitors. We're going to look through 4 key things today: focus, differentiators, trends, and communication. And the beauty of doing this against all 5 to 10 companies at one time, you'll have all the information in one place, you'll start to see the similarities, and you also can identify the gaps. The first element we'll look at is focus. This is a core reason a company exists beyond making money. You can start to uncover this by reading their About Us section and also looking at their core values and their mission statement on their website. The next element we'll look at is differentiators. This is where you want to look at what your competitors are doing. Where is everyone zigging so you can zag? How you can find the zag is find out what your competitors' services are and see if you can find any customer testimonials that talk about how their experience with the company was different. The third element we're going to talk about is trend. What wave is the company riding? The easiest way to identify this is look at their last 10 blog posts and even their LinkedIn posts to see what they're talking about. The last element we're going to talk about is communication. What touch points are your competitors using to communicate to their target audience? The way to do this is go out and look at social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and see how many followers they have and how often they post. So that means if your competitors are not out in social media, this is your time to jump in and own that space.
So now that you know all of the stories that your competitors are trying to tell, it's important to craft your own positioning statement in a unique way. So I'll read this positioning statement and you tell me who the company is. The only motorcycle manufacturer that makes big, loud motorcycles for macho guys and macho wannabes, mostly in the United States, who want to join a gang of cowboys in an era of decreasing personal freedom. And you've probably guessed it, Harley-Davidson. Of course it's Harley-Davidson. When I read the positioning statement, it's nobody but Harley-Davidson. You can smell the leather, you can feel the wind in your hair, and that's exactly what a positioning statement should do. It should feel uniquely like your company. The positioning statement exercise consists of 6 questions. The first question is what? You start with the only ... and fill in the gap with what kind of company you are. Now that we've defined what category you're in, we want to understand your differentiating characteristics. The next question is how. The only blank ... that does XYZ. The next question is really important. It's the customer that you serve, and the more specific you can get with this question, the better. So for who, the only ... type of company that has a unique differentiator who serves this specific audience. The next question revolves around geography. Where is that audience? The next question is perhaps the most important question, why? What's their need state? What do they want to know? Why do they care about this message? The last question is when, which really digs into the underlying trend in the industry or economy, really whatever impacts the way that your customers are going to hear your story.
Spending the time doing this work will allow you to establish a truly unique brand positioning statement and also set you up to develop strategies that help you really own a unique part of the market.